Hello and welcome to the Metroidvania Review official stream. This is Blasphemous Part 11, I think. I should double check that before we start. I'm by myself again today. Nick won't be here for the next session either. He's having there's some crises going on that he has to attend to, so we will miss him. Alright, so today we have just finished the lower boss area, and we're going to be moving up towards the top now. Welcome, Sphere Kuribon. I think we just unlocked the elevator here, so we'll go ahead and move forward with that. This is my nemesis. This is the boss that took me 40 minutes to beat when we first started this stream. So I'm curious to see how the rematch is going to go. I actually am glad that I get to have a rematch, so I can show that I'm completely incompetent when it comes to this boss for everyone to see. In all seriousness, though, I hope that this goes well. Okay, it doesn't look like we can make it to that. I don't even remember what that is. I think it might be a health upgrade. So I believe that we just made it here. And we want to ascend the mountain. So MK over on the site Discord is playing Momodora, and it's making me jealous. That's actually a good game to stream. It's only about 4 hours long under normal circumstances, so that might be a good short game to do between streams. So if I remember correctly, the gimmick in this area is the wind blows back and forth, and that's why I kept missing the ledge there. I highly recommend Momodora. It's one of my favorites. Just like anything I review, there's always detractors, but I think that Momodora 4, Reverie Under the Moonlight, is an excellent game. How's it going, Silverant? Oop. It is. It's I don't know. Momodora 4's combat is different. Let's see if I can actually get good at those wall monsters. Let's see. Oops, that is not a. There we go. What? That didn't aggro you? Come on. You're supposed to come towards me so I don't have to chase you. I should have parried. Alright, well, we're at the beginning of the stream get good part. Good thing I have the fall down ability. Well, that puts us right back at the save point, so I might as well go use it. This week I've been playing Owlboy, and this game is completely the opposite of Owlboy when it comes to controls. So as you can hear, Nick is unavailable again this week. He has some family matters to attend to. And he won't be here next week. Sneak peek of the Owlboy review. I'm on the fence. I really like the story. Evaluating the gameplay is one of those situations where I have to put myself aside and think about it in the context of everybody who'd be interested in playing it. Because it's kind of easy, or at least, you know, compared to things like this. So as far as what score I'm planning on giving it, I actually don't know at this point. Probably not higher than a 4, but overall, it's. I love the story presentation, and I think that that's what is appealing to all of its fans. As far as gameplay, it has that. So I call this the. What is it? Cogwheel in the machine design, where the only purpose of the player is to basically just fit into fit into the machine that they've designed, the Revolt Goldberg machine. So there's not really any actual challenge to it. You just need to go there and flip the switch. In a lot of places. There's occasional instances where you have to think about what you need to do. A little bit of a puzzle, but for the most part, it's just really simple, not really heavily explored mechanics. These guys take a lot of HP on New Game Plus. I think they might be stronger than the ones you see down in the basement. And this is our weekly complaint about having to switch relics. Okay, I guess I have to wait for the wind. Yeah, I don't know if eye candy. I mean, eye candy is probably not my biggest appeal for it. As far as I guess I put it on the wrong relic. I mean, certainly eye candy is something that game has to offer. That's something that this game has to offer. But I think the biggest appeal for me is how playful all of the characters are. Okay, so we have this one. What did I put up? Oh, this is the... We need the 3 gnarled tongues. That's what the problem was. I did my sound test on my main file that I originally played for when I originally reviewed this. And on that file, I got the relics in a different order, so I tried to activate them based off what order they were in this, or on that file. That was close. Not that it matters. I could fall down there if I want. The eye candy certainly helps with the way the story is presented, but I don't think that that's the main draw, especially since there are so many games with great graphics now that if that was the only thing the game had to offer, it would be difficult to recommend for that alone. If I remember correctly, there's either a spell up here or it's a bile flask, and if it's the latter, then I definitely want it. I gotta get good at parrying this week. That's my goal. How many hits was that? 5? These guys are tough on this move. Okay, if I remember correctly, this thing, yeah, it comes out really quickly. That's how you get over here. I'm thinking this is probably a spell. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I knew I was missing something. Yeah, this was a spell. That's why I gave us Tears of Atonement. Yeah, I like Mortal Manor, but it's one of those games that's just like... It's funny because some of the complaints... I always have to reconcile my criticisms and kind of think about why... When I try to identify what it is that makes the game unappealing, I have to be very careful not to contradict myself with, for instance, Sheepo and what is it? An Entitled Story are ostensibly the same thing. You have a platforming-focused Metroidvania with bosses that have a lot of long waiting times, and I think what the difference between the two is, and why I think that An Entitled Story is better, is that An Entitled Story's bosses have more variety and have less waiting, less low challenge waiting, I should say. And then you take Mortal Manor, my main complaint is the fact that it has death mechanics that erase everything you do, and yet I just put out a video review for Fetotopia that has basically the same setup. Whoops. And what makes it okay for Fetotopia but not Mortal Manor. And if I were to quickly assess the reason, I think it's because Fetotopia has more checkpoints more often. Oops. Ow. Touched to death. That's right, this game has the contact damage. Oh yeah, and Phoenotopia doesn't have contact damage, and there's a lot of other things that kind of complement the lack of... I still think that that's probably a legitimate criticism against Phoenotopia, that I think it probably could use some more forgiving death mechanics. But it doesn't clash with the design as much as it does with Moral Manor. Plus, as you saw, Mortal Manor had so many enemies that just took forever to kill. I think you even said that this really slows down the pacing of the game, and I agree. But it's just so full of content and really interesting mechanics. There's a lot of great designs in there that make it to the point where I really want to recommend it, but some of its harsher edges make it difficult to do so. Watch out. We're getting better. We're getting better with these guys. What the? My sword didn't seem to go off just then. I decided the best way to deal with these guys is to just parry them. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So when you have to repeat something from scratch, it just gets really grating. I think that one change would make Moral Manor a much better game, and that is give it Axiom Verge's death mechanics. Let's go up the right side, just to change things up. Although I want to mark this baby real quick. Just so I don't forget about him. In case I don't come back. Oh, stupid wind. I need to pay attention to that wind. It's slow and methodical. It'd be nice if you could, like, suicide run into things. Old Labata boy. I like how that's what convinced Master it was time for him to wishlist that game. I'm still not good at... Oh gosh, seriously? Okay, I guess we'll just start over again. It's nice that New Game Plus makes it so ascending this mountain is very similar to the first time I went up. Anyway, I wanted to show it because I think it's worth showing. Probably not one that... Oops. Yeah, pretty much. I really think that if you spent like hours leveling up, you would have a much easier time, but of course, who wants to do that? Also, that game is $7. I went and looked it up after the stream. And so I think you can get it for like $1 on a sale. And whichever price, I think it's worthwhile if you're willing to put the time into it. So that game falls into my 2.5 out of 5 category, which is the last score I give it before I not recommend it on Steam. When I do the curator review. And that's actually one thing I wanted to do on the Wednesday stream, is show off, because there's not as much commitment to play through the game in full. I wanted to show off some of those 2.5 games that wouldn't otherwise get a lot of screen time. And I think with one change, if it had the Axiom Verge death mechanics, I'd probably give it a 3.5. Like, it would give it a full point up if you could just keep everything when you die. Oh, I didn't actually die. I fell to the save point. Apotheon's funny. That was one of those situations where I think the developer was really disappointed in the score I gave it. Well, I think we have established that this area is not much better now that I'm playing on New Game Plus with all the experience I gained from beating the game once. Let's see if we can do this without falling again. What did you think of Apotheon, Silverant? Oh, I'm thinking of a different game. There's another game called, like, Apotheosis or something like that. Yeah, Apotheon's one of those that I felt... And I think part of my issue with Apotheon is that I played with some of the harder difficulty modes at first, because that's what I do. And eventually turned it down, because I don't really like the combat in that game at all. What is the name of that game? There's another game that starts with an A that I also gave it. I gave it 2.5. Maybe I gave it a 2. It was weird and experimental, and I liked what it was going for, Apotheon, but it was also kind of frustrating. And they had a lot of content where they just kind of spammed enemies at you, and the game wasn't really designed for that. Okay, I don't know why I thought that I could grab that ledge. Yeah, we're just going to mark that baby and come back there later. It'll be easier to get him from coming from the top. Once we get the save point at the top. Also, I probably should go get my guilt back. I hope so. I think the reason why we didn't fight him last time is because I didn't really think I was powerful enough. But I got a couple more bile flasks and I think some knots that I haven't turned in that I probably should. I'm trying to think. So we have 2,500 souls right now. And I know I've donated over 10,000 to the church, but I don't know how much over. I'm gonna guess I still need like 5,000 more to get the teleporting ability. And once I get that, we can jump down and fight, or give that boss another shot. So far we've only found one of the DLC bosses. I can take these guys before they aggro. Okay, where was it that I died? I climbed up this ladder, I think. I guess I could look at the map to see where my corpse is. Whoop. Don't like it when I hit the wall when I'm trying to hit the flying guy. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I died up this shaft. Come on, wind. There we go. I need to quit jumping into these guys. Ugh. So I think Wednesday is the first time you've ever heard me get really frustrated. I'm glad to see it's doing well. Phoenotopia deserves to have attention. It makes me sad when I hear that it's not getting that much. It has its niche audience that played the Flash game that of course is really excited about the remake, but I think it deserves more attention than that. I think in a different gaming environment it'd be one of those viral games, but it just didn't strike, it didn't catch the lightning in the bottle like I think it should have. Like if it came out 10 years ago, I think it would have definitely caught that dedicated fan base that it deserves. yeah, I really liked how the Phenotopia review turned out. It convinced Nick to buy it. he's gone to, or he's already purchased it. He's planning on playing it.
Sister of mine, as I foretold you, someone is heading towards the Forbidden Gate. Someone who seeks the purge and excommunication of all that is sacred and rests there. No, no. Do not place your doubts on me. I am ready.
I think it came the first time we came through here. Oh. It's Unworthy. So there's a cathedral in Unworthy that has these women that explode and like little creatures come out of them. And they are very memorable if you've played that game. And for some reason I was crossing that into this game. That they had those. Which, with all of the horrible imagery this game has, I'm really surprised they didn't go with the body horror. From that aspect. Getting a lot of souls up here. Apparently this is where all the souls are at. If you need to level up and you haven't been to the cathedral, this is the place to go. Which reinforces my belief that this is where you're intended to go last. It's so easy to go here first, though. Like, I think it's like a natural thing. It's like turning left in mazes, apparently. Most people do that. Let's see how badly those telefrag enemies kill me this time around. Oh, and speaking of which, if you haven't seen, I did create a new intro for the Blasphemous stream. If you look at it on YouTube. For some reason I thought when the other one went up the other pot would follow. Is this a shortcut? Oh, not if you fall down. And those fleamen when they when they have extra HP are really dangerous. If I remember correctly, I want to just avoid these guys. It's really easy to accidentally touch their pot and lose health just from contact damage. Let's go ahead and put this on now while we're thinking about it. Luckily the dash attack still kills those guys in one hit. So yeah, now the Phenotopia review is up, I need to think about what January's review should be. So many games that I want to do reviews for. Candidates are Batbarian, Vision Soft Reset, Mind Seas, and Destroy Space Aliens. Yeah, well, part of it, okay, so there's two things that determine whether or not I have a video review. One, I wanted to have a high enough score that, like, I don't want to use the YouTube channel as a vehicle for criticism, like negative criticism per se. Although I know that people are interested in that in case they see it on the store and they're just curious what my thoughts are. But I want to have more positive reviews on the channel as long as I'm only like capable of doing it once a month. In my current circumstance, that may change. So kind of the basis is like if it has a 3.5 or higher, that is almost a requirement. But also I need footage for it, and like if it's a game that I reviewed before 2020, then I probably don't have footage for it. So I'd have to re-record footage. Sorry if I go quiet on these guys, but I really don't want this to turn into the first time we went through this area. My gosh, they have way more HP this time. I wonder if there's a spell that can help me with those guys that I have, that I didn't have the first time I came through here. I thought about doing Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and I may still do that. That was actually what I was thinking about doing as my first review. It didn't work out for a couple of reasons. It was like a, I don't know, it was like it was not meant to be. Like I lost my sound files, and then like the Switch version was announced, and then they announced like the definitive version, I thought, at one of the Microsoft things. I should probably read what these spells do before, instead of just chatting. I don't think this will block the lasers. Okay, increases the tears harvested by the Thematic Hopla for a while. That's interesting, but seems odd. You mean for the video review, or for any video? Not usually. I usually think about like a moment that would be good to grab the thumbnail from, and then the thing that I've learned over the course of making videos is that you want something that is zoomed in so that it's very clear even when it's small. And that's why I went with the official art for Phoenotopia this time around on this video review. But no, it's actually pretty easy to pick a thumbnail, I think. I think we're gonna go this way. Let's see if I regret it. Oh my gosh. I'm just leaving. Alright. Just hit her before she hits me, and you're safe. What's that spell? This spell. I have it equipped, I forget. No, die. No. These things are so brutal. I actually had two options for Phoenotopia, and it was my wife who thought that the close-up shot of the official art was the best option. She said it makes it more personable. And this is the deep and engaging exploitative method of killing these teleporting ghosts. I would say that weight mechanics are one of my biases. Something that isn't necessarily bad, but something I don't like. I think it slows the pacing of the game down. And we came here for this, and we don't even have the end, or we already have it, so. Hey, well, I went completely the wrong way. Let's go back to the save point. Apparently we aggroed another teleporter. We're doing better than the first time. It helps having 5 bile flasks. Speaking of which, how many bile flasks do I have to trade in? Just one? Just one. Do I have any Quicksilver? Yes, I do. Where's the closest bile flask? I think there's one here somewhere. Debating on whether or not I want to backtrack to get that, or if I just want to continue forward and wait until I have the teleporter. Not this way. Well, let's go get this first. As long as we're here. As long as we're in the neighborhood. These guys are gonna jump at me as soon as I get up to the top of this ladder. And of course I'm gonna miss. 2 down. I think those guys are mostly there to stall you. Oh, good. One of those instances where the visceral attack is actually very beneficial. Oh yeah, they did add some new visceral attacks to some character or some enemies that didn't used to have them. Oh gosh. Probably gonna die. Nope, I got it. Okay, let's stop taking hits. Okay. We were so close to the save point, I was probably gonna run back to it anyway. Sorry, I just messed up on my screens. There we go. Okay, we need to take care of Fleaman or aggro the teleporter up here and not take 2 hits in the process. Okay, I need to get down the platform fast enough. Let's wait till she moves here. Let her zap twice and then get her. Come close. I need something that, like, makes me do more damage. Like, I have my charge attack, but she doesn't, like, appear right next to it, so... yeah, whatever. Solve the problem. Take care of you. I think it only takes 2 dash stabs to kill that thing. And we have a teleporter. We have some significant advantages helping us this time around. Like the dodge tools. For some reason I thought that went right above me and not in front of me. Well, I hurt the Fleaman at least. Okay, so this is where we want to ascend. Ooh, caught him. I want to talk more about the lore in this game, but I also kind of want Nick here because I like his responses for that. What is your feeling on it? Everybody who's in the chat, how does everybody feel about the lore in this game? Does it seem interesting to you, or does it seem confusing? Or option C, whatever that is. Not interesting? Or not confusing? Yeah. Compared to, I mean, it's obscure, like the Souls-like genre has kind of established. Yeah, I mean, it's also hard to pay attention to the story, I think. This is a presentation issue. That's funny. These games like Diablo as well, I'm like, why would you want to live in this universe? It's like, okay, the devils have invaded our lands again. Like, it's just they always create these situations that are hopeless. Like, that's something I'll give Castlevania, is it's nice and campy. And has a lot of positivity infused with it, even though Dracula always comes back. Unless you're Julius Belmont and you're awesome. Yeah, you don't want to be an insurance salesman in the Diablo universe. I don't know. There are some situations where I actually really like the catharsis of a tragic universe to be in. Like, for instance, Environmental Station Alpha would be a good example of that. But there's also a certain sci-fi element to that, cautionary tale element to that. These fantasy worlds where, you know, the devil's coming out of the ground, or you have this force that just randomly mutates you into monsters that seems unstoppable, is less relatable because it's not a problem we have to potentially deal with, and so it just comes off as bleak. Although this game technically could be interpreted as having a happy ending for everybody else besides the protagonist. Yeah, except for the protagonist. That's another funny thing that I notice in a lot of these games is that's something you always have to reconcile when you have a single player taking care of all of the universe's problems. Oh, hi there. Oh, I think we may have found another boss. Okay, so this was a new room.
It bound them by its holy whim. It cursed them. It condemned them. Yes. It has kept them asleep in case it needed them. And now it needs them. Do you want to make the bronze sing?
I wonder if making the bronze sing makes enemies harder.
One Amanecida has already awoken, which is why the Saiter is already resounding.
Okay. Well, we've unlocked another one. That suggests to me that we missed one in the other area. I forgot that we already killed the lady there.
Penitent one in sight, here I shall remain. Lest you...
Alright, we're going to see what happens when we beat all these guys without using her. But yeah, that's a problem that every game has to deal with, is explaining why your protagonist is the sole savior of mankind. And why nobody else tries to do things. It usually works best when... Sorry, I'm really quiet because I don't want this boss to turn out like the first time I fought them. There are a few games where you have NPCs that actually do a lot. And then there's games like okay, that's not a good angle for that. Yeah, just stay down there, that's cool. I actually really like the spinning lasers trope. There are certain tropes that, even if they are overused, I still have a soft spot for them. Spinning lasers is one of them. And I'm going to barely not make this on my first try. Oh gosh, that was a bad pattern. And he's too high up for me to reach him. Alright. Yeah, that was close. Yeah. It helps when I have 5 bile flasks. Let's see if there's any knots that can help me with that. What kind of damage do you think that is? Lightning? Seems like lightning. Let's see. Well, we don't need this. Not for this fight, so let's go ahead and equip... Where's that thing that makes me do more damage when all my bile flasks are gone? I think it was one that I had early. So one design thing I recommend if you're a game designer, highlight the effect, especially when you have so many different options, instead of making it all hidden within the lore context. I mean, one of the easiest ways to make it so the protagonist must be the savior is by giving them a power that makes them unique in some way. For instance, in Vision Soft Reset, you have Wally and Oracle, and Wally is pretty much useless because he doesn't have the ability to see the future, but he still helps out occasionally. My goal is to just do this in less than 40 minutes. Baseball phase. Turns out that 40 minutes stuck in my memory pretty well as far as knowing the patterns. I'm just going to do this just to make sure I don't let myself get just die. Nope, one more. There we go. Got too risky at the end there. Sweet. I think the door is locked behind me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Could you climb the walls during that boss fight? Have I never noticed that before? Huh. Wonder how much easier that would have made things. I agree with Caldrath though, that's one of the game's better bosses. And we definitely have enough to purchase the teleporting ability now.
In the name of the great ordeal and the sons of the miracle, may the gold in my visage melt and erase the compunction of your soul. Heart of guilt, return now from the dream.
I find it interesting that they felt the need to give you items after fighting these bosses. Like, it wasn't... The whole point of this was to open the door. What do the items do that they give you? I wonder if they originally had like pedestals you needed to put them on. Guess I should go take care of this guy. Oh yeah, just gonna skip his stuff.
Now it's we penitents carry such guilt that perhaps the affliction is giving us a second breath.
So So he says, we penitent, suggesting that he's one of you. I guess he has the big triangle head, so maybe he's like the boss triangle head. Alright, we're not doing this until we get the teleporter. Alright, let's see what we got here. We're just trying to make our way back to the save point at this point. Overkill. Wait, this looks like it should be a... Nope. Speaking of which, I need to put that bell back on. Are there any fleamen in this room? No, it's a fire breather. Yeah, we'll just ignore her. No need to harass the locals unless I need to. Alright. Oh my god. That was a nice lingering hitbox there. In my favor. I have definitely gotten better at this game as we played it. I think that was completely pointless. I think I lost more Tears of Atonement than I gained. Alright, health upgrade here will help against the boss.
Take the next.
At this point, we're going to cash in on all of the items and collectibles that we found, and we're going to give the first DLC boss a shot. Or the first one that we found. And technically, we have two this time. Maybe we can do both. I highly doubt it. We've got about 40 minutes left. It's probably going to take me a little bit to get prepared and then a little bit to learn the boss. Alright, I'm going to give you 7,000. See if I can save a little bit for other things. And that should get us the teleporter. Close enough. Let's see if that did it. Yep, Tears of Atonement. Or souls, as I like to call them. There it is. Sweet. Alright, now we can just teleport to where we need to go. And next we need to take those other souls that I didn't spend and use them on a Quicksilver flask. We'll go take care of that right now. Slide my way.
Graceful be the...
I don't think I have any more
With this
Quicksilver. Not to mention I don't have any more tears left. Alright, so I'm missing Quicksilver anyway, so it doesn't matter that I didn't have tears. This guy. I would be pretty disconcerted if I woke up and there was a face in my chest one morning. I mean, I get that part of the point of the miracle is that it's mysterious and unknowable. But that does make it harder to relate to the themes of the game, I think. I'm working very hard not to compare it to other games that we compare games to every single week. I should play that game on stream just so I can talk about what it does right and maybe some of the things it doesn't do right.
Now let me. Do you?
Here are all the knots that we've collected, which is quite a few actually. think that's... We have 3 of them. That's going to help a lot, I think.
Return me your heart.
Pretty sure this boss was mostly physical damage, so let's see if we can get some... okay, we need that in order to do the secret ending when we finally get to that point. All elemental damage, that might be helpful. Fervor, I don't know if spells will be too useful during this boss. Auxiliating use of prayers. Ooh, protects wearer from all harm while drinking from the bile flask. Is there any drawbacks to that? That's amazing. Huh. It seems almost overpowered. Random bile flask refills, that might be helpful. Prayer power, electrical tax. Extra thrust while in air. Let's see what that does. It doesn't seem like you're... Oh, okay, I think I know what this is. Alright, we'll leave that one on. I like the toes. The toes are all really good. Magical attacks. There's one that protects against physical attacks. I think it's this thing. Okay, that should help. And we have one more task that we need to do before we try and challenge this boss. And that is... find a place to refill my flask, and none of them are near any save points. I think this one might be the closest to a save point. Hopefully I have enough money to do it. Hopefully it's not like 2,500. I guess that wouldn't be too bad if that was the case. But I think we'll need the extra bile flask, so I'm gonna go for it. What the? Wire ladder is weird sometimes. Okay. There we go. That's better. Alright, we're just trying to get down. I guess we want to go up. Yeah, I knew that was going to hit me. Get out of here. Is there any quick way back to the save point after I get this? I guess if I go down here. I'm starting to wonder if this is the best way to a place to get bile flasks. Primarily because being impatient in my descent is going to cause me to fall into a pit of spikes. This looks like it should be pretty safe. Okay. Alright, just to the left. And there we go. Alright, did we have any others before I move on? Looks like we've used them all. Oh, we should probably give Golden Thimble Dude his thimble. Don't want to leave him hanging. I think we got a spike hit, so just write that down safely. And it appears that I have not unlocked the shortcut. That's what I get for speedrunning through things. See if I can do this without killing all these guys. Whoop. Okay, maybe not all of them. Hurry, hurry. Don't want to miss my bus. Okay, just down the pit, and there's a save point on the bottom of the pit. Any advantage to going across this way, or is this just a bridge? It's just a bridge, I think. Down we go. Alright, let's get Thimble the dude up in the mountain. Where's the closest? I think this teleports you right next to him. I think. Is he down to the right or is he down to the left? Let's try right first. Okay, this is the entrance, I think. Yep. If you wait too long to get to this guy, then he dies, so let's try not to do that.
I feel the boiling, or I can still answer.
Alright, so that's done. Let's go kill some DLC bosses. I think we should be powerful enough at this point. Is this the easiest way to get to him? We'll go this one. I don't have hardly any fervor upgrades. I guess I just must have missed the walls that they're hidden behind. I've been through some decent amount of content, so I must just be really blind to it. I should probably just look up where those are and do a collection run. And we just missed our bus. That guy's not even flying low enough to hit me. I don't have to do anything. And yet I'll violently kill it anyway. Alright, here we go. Remember that walk, because we're probably going to be doing it a couple of times. Alright, we might have fire attacks. So keep that in mind when I have to redo my tools. Definitely physical. Ooh. Rock attacks. I like this as an alternative to giving him an extended health bar. This cool shield that he has. Whoops. I think I said that last time we fought him. He's attacking me. Oh, we're actually hitting him. Cool. We're flashing. There's fire. Can't touch the walls anymore. Oh, no you don't. How do I stop it? How do I stop it? Okay. Whoa! What was that? How did I do the up slash? Apparently I have an attack that I haven't used this entire time. Turn. Tricky. I like the music. It's like a Castlevania boss. Ooh, right in the face. Ooh, the arena gets smaller as you play. This is a pretty awesome fight, I agree. I may still need to power up a little bit. The extra health, maybe a few more bile flasks. But we're definitely making progress. This is great music. I might put this on a playlist. No. Oof. Definitely want the physical damage speed. Well, I am happy that I made it to more than half his HP. Oof. Knock it off. There you go. Oh. How far was that? 2/3 of his hit points? We'll give this a couple more shots. Whoops. It may just be underprepared. Whoa! Right in my back. Didn't duck in time. So I think I'll give him one more shot and then we'll take a look at the other boss. Because I definitely think it might be a good idea to level up just a little bit more. It's nice of them that they put the guilt outside the arena. Oh, they healed. Oh, I think the guilt healed me. Cool. Alright, I know some of your shenanigans now. Let's see how well we do this time. So that always goes behind him first and then comes at me. And when he has the ring of axes, just leave him alone. You're going to get hit if you try and get him during that phase. Oops. Yeah, that was cool. Now he's angry. Oops. I love that you kind of get elevated when he does the ground attack. Good telegraphing. Don't. That was completely botched. That was something I should not have failed, and I did. Oof. Get out of the fire. Oof. Always backwards and then forwards. Don't get tricked. This is the tricky one. Do the dance. Don't try and take hit or 2 hits. Ooh. Nailed me. Oh gosh. I'm stuck. Oh no. Alright, we're gonna give him one more shot. Yeah, that was a glitch, I think. I don't think I was supposed to get stuck there. We've gotten stuck in walls and stuff during this playthrough, so clearly there's some collision detection issues still persistent in the game. Luckily, the path to the boss, I mean, technically they could put it right next to the save point, but oh, that's where those guys get you. But the path to the boss is pretty safe, so there's that. This is the good boss. I like it a lot. Oh, backwards, forwards. Backwards and then forwards. Stay away from the spear axes. That is the pattern that gets me the most. Starting to recognize this pattern. Then that comes over and under. Okay. Stay there. That's cool that I have the ability to not take damage while hitting a Bioblast again for now. This is really fun. I definitely think this is worth coming back to Blasphemous for. This pattern right here is the one that I just cannot. The attempted dodge. Whoa! Okay, well, I still don't know how I'm doing that. Apparently holding up while doing the combo attack does it. Okay, well, I figured that part out. I guess it's a 4th hit option. Backwards and forwards. Okay, good. I'm knocking out of dead. One more Bioblast. That should be enough. Nope. Starting to get nervous. Oh no! No, no! So freaking close. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm so glad you decided to try and recharge your shield just then. Whew! Nice. Holy crap, the Tears of Atonement. That was a lot. Oy, now getting back to the save point is going to be hilarious. Oh, gosh. I didn't kill anything on the way in here, so... I guess I'll go back the way I came. I gotta see what this item is. It looks like it's just a key item. Sweet. Alright, well we got 20 minutes left. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to beat the next boss, but let's give him a shot. That was fun. Oh gosh, that couldn't have been more close. Look at my HP. Unfortunately, I left those goat-head people still alive, so they're probably going to poke me with a... Or I'm probably going to run right into one of them. Yeah, I'm going into this completely blind, so... Or this part of it, anyway. Oof. Oh, made it. Cool. Let's go see what Maya Culpa upgrades we can get while we're... As long as we're... I guess this is the closest to the Maya Culpa thing. Since I have not gotten all of those yet. Not knowing what this next boss is, maybe I should wait until I look at him first. Is this is the... I'm gonna grab this one. Oh, do I have the garlic? I think we did that last time, but we'll give him garlic. Or did I pick up garlic sometime that I didn't notice? I guess I did. Guess I'm not paying attention to the items I pick up.
The miracle.
Alright. I think there's some body parts that were up in the mountain that I did not get. I have not seen these bosses at all, even once. So, all right. So that boss was on the edge of a cliff in this area. I don't know exactly where that was. Let me look at the map where I can actually highlight things. I think it might be right here, on the edge of that cliff. I don't think it was this area. I think it was up in the snowy area. So we'll go with this save point. Nope, I'm going into these bosses completely blind. I have not seen them. I may have seen their pictures when they released the DLC, but that's about as far as I've seen. Okay, well, hopefully this isn't where the boss is, because this is not anywhere near a save point. Oh, you're talking about Twitch affiliate tips. I have not completed my Twitch affiliation yet. That's his point, but thank you. There's a save point right here. Exactly where I was heading. What am I doing? I want to be at the top of the cliff. Getting distracted. That is not the save point I want to click on. This is the door I want to go through. I think that's the cliff. Hey, the bell that tells me there's a secret wall is ringing. I better go get that. Oh, you want me to give tips about the game? I'm not sure I'm the most expert at this. Or you're offering tips. Sorry, I'm confused. I gotcha. All right, what's your tip? This is the challenge of talking through text. I broke the game just now. There we go. It's fixed. That was completely dumb. I actually don't think that's the right cliff though, because I think that cliff has a cage on it. Okay. I actually did not know that. Well, as long as we're down here, I might as well... No, I don't really care about this. I'm getting myself completely lost trying to find this cliff. That has to be the cliff, because there's no other cliff. Oh gosh. I think I'm still full of adrenaline after that boss fight, so my mind's not working clearly. Alright, that 100% has to be the cliff. Oh, come on, I slipped past you last time. Yeah, it's a spell, right? good is that? Oh, bad place to land. Oh gosh. It had to be here, didn't it? What killed me? That was weird. I'm actually wondering if ascending is easier than descending. Well, that's good to know. I'll have to pay attention. So here's another question. The herbs, do you have to collect them within a time limit? Or is it okay to leave them on the ground and then wait? Or does the healer himself just have a general time limit and that's where the time limit comes in? I know some people really dislike time limit based quests. Oops. Alright, so now the challenge is just finding the dang boss. Okay. Interesting. So I should probably go herb hunting next time I play then, is what you're saying. Do the DLC bosses count towards the boss count? I would assume not, since they're extra. Yep, there he is. Yep, this was the only cliff it could have been on. Alright, let's see if we can do this with 3 bottle flasks. Now I know a better route to get up here, though, so... Oh, it's the same guy. Oh, no, he has an arrow this time. Oh, and it's made of lightning. So far, the pattern seems easier than the last one. That's the way I can... Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh no, I don't know how to dodge that one yet. Jump! This is easy enough, it's just a waiting game. Get up, get up! So far I haven't had to use any bile flasks. See if we can get to half HP doing that. I should do a bit of a pogo jump on him just now. Or her? It's kind of a female voice. female or boyish voice. I'm really surprised I'm doing as well as I am, although that might kill me, whatever that is. Starting to get worried. Good thing I had the immunity to damage while drinking bile flasks thing on. We're so close. Oh no. There we go. Stylish kill. Nice. Cool. 2 DLC bosses, 3 bosses in one stream. That is unusual for me. That one was fun. Clearly I was able to discern the pattern quicker than the previous one. I'm really curious what these do. So how many DLC bosses are there? I thought I read that there were 3? But he said something about 5 when he was talking about them, the big guy with the horn. Okay. Alright, so... as long as we're in the neighborhood... Actually, maybe I should go get Bile Flask before I... It'd be funny if I did so well on that boss and then get killed by one of these guys, and that's about to happen. Let's get out of here before that happens. Alright, well, I don't know where all of the herbs are. But let's go ahead and we only have about 10 minutes left before the streams, or before our time's up, so... Oh, I have tons of money too, so good idea to come here. So you said the area to the right is where all the healers are? Alright, this one I think is our best option. Since we don't use that often. Although we did have some opportunities to do it on that boss just now. Okay. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Oh. So one's dead already then. Is that what that means? Have I already failed this quest, or is that gravestone always there? Oh well. That's too bad. Oh, so I haven't failed the quest, so that gravestone is always there. That was the best plan. I know you get a knot from that eventually. Alright, so we've got about 5 minutes. I'm trying to think of what would be good to do in that last 5 minutes. So based on the fact that there was one in this area, a boss in this area, and a boss down here. Okay, so it's the main guy I need to keep alive. I'm going to guess that there's a room with a boss unlock somewhere in this area. So let's go ahead and teleport down there and check that out in the 5 minutes that we have left. And I may spend some time going online and looking up where all the herbs are. Okay, so we can't access that until we come in from the library. So let's kind of explore this area up here, just because we have a little bit of time. Do I have the bell equipped? I do not. Let's get that equipped. I'll probably pull out the wiki page that tells me where all the herbs are. We'll go collect those next time to make sure we get all that. Especially since I don't think I did that in the first playthrough, and that was an accidental pushing the L button there. I'm off to a great start in this area. Oh gosh, seriously. First try on the DLC boss, but I got killed a stabbing Pope. Stabbing spear bishop. Okay, so I got that secret area there. I don't even know why I didn't do this the first time. Yeah, he's strong, but he's pretty easy to exploit. You just have to bounce back and forth between them. Although I don't know how it's hitting you there. Maybe it's because I wasn't shooting him twice. How are you faster than me? Take that candle. Oops, that is the wrong thing. How did that not kill? I guess I need to upgrade my plunging attack. Yeah, so far we have an axe, a spear. I'm assuming there's going to be a sword one, so 4 weapons. What the? That was janky. I'm thinking going backwards through this isn't the best plan. Oh, I guess there's a shortcut here. Okay, we have been left. The bell's ringing, so in this room there's a... Oh, it's right there. How did I miss that? I just didn't hit that candle for no reason. Baby. Let's see. I like the spear popes more than I like the. I'm betting this is where. Nope. There's a treasure chest we haven't opened yet. Oh. It's a trap. Oh no. Down. Yeah, it wasn't even worth it, trap. Wow, this must be some lag on the chat for some reason. Last Wednesday, I don't think the chat was popping up on the screen at all. I don't know what was going on with that. I'll have to test that for next time we... Alright, well, that covers that room. And I think that kind of taxes our time. I'm going to check this one other room real quick before we get to the save point. Because I just have a feeling that one of those horn dudes is... Well, I guess it's the same guy and he just moves, but... I have the feeling that he's in one of these passageways. Could be wrong, but covering the map will at least tell me that that's false. There's a secret wall in here. My bell is ringing. I bet it's behind that angle up there. How is this happening? This is such a weird situation. Kill everything with the backslash. Okay, well that's not it. So do you get anything for collecting all of the body parts? Do you know, Alterius? Lateralis? Oh, it's a skin. Just gonna peek up here real quick. Okay, this is just a guilt absolving thing. And one more peek just to make sure that I don't have any edges. Because we accessed this place by jumping down the pit last time. Okay, there's an item down there, and we'll get that later. Ha! That's hilarious, because we didn't trigger this event when we came in here. It's playing it now.
Our encounter is approaching.
You're confused, buddy. You need to get to the bridge so you can stop me.
Need your protection this time. Leave me alone.
That's hilarious. We gone broke the game. Okay, that... I wish I hadn't done that, because I'd like to see if I killed him on the bridge and then came back here if the event would still trigger. That would be hilarious. Ah, I messed it up. I didn't even know. Oh well. Alright, well that's where we're going to stop for this week. We'll find that third DLC boss later. You know what? If there's 4, it would make sense that they would have 2 in the first half of the castle and then 2 in the other. So... we'll go from there. I think the first thing we'll do next week, though, is collect all those herbs, because now I'm really curious about what will happen. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.